All right, welcome. This is DB talking now. DB talking birds. DB talking Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome everybody. Is everybody still in here? Big play say Jalen hurts me. Who else we got? Just you guys so far. Awesome. Well, happy. What's today? Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I have a lot that I want to get into. I want to talk about Quez Watkins today and some of the photos I've seen from him at practice. Dude looks like he's like working out like crazy. Toxic Falcons, welcome to the chat, my man. I'm really excited for Quez Watkins. But first, there's a few things that we got to talk about since I last spoke with you guys. Julio Jones, guys, traded to the Titans. I get it. I'm a little bit late on reporting it to you guys, but man, oh man, that was one of the teams that I wanted to see him go to. I'd rather he didn't, go to the Seahawks or go to the Rams or anyone else really who was listed in that in those rumors, right? So Jalen hurts me, says, "How was work, bro?" I didn't work today. Did not work today. How are you doing, Jalen? How are you doing? Big play slay, Toxic Falcons. What's up? Zach Ertz is still on the team. I feel like I'm beating my head against the wall with that one. It's kind of frustrating that he's still on the team. Kind of frustrating because I don't want to keep talking about it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to talk about it. Where the fuck is Patrick? I don't know. He might be on shortly. He didn't give me an exact time, but he might be on shortly. So we'll see. We will definitely see. I had spam for the first time today. Pretty good. I wouldn't recommend eating spam, bro. Just because it's not that good for you, but it's good. It is good. It is pretty good. I gotta agree. How do you guys feel about Quez Watkins? You guys, I see Quez Watkins in camp. I see some of the in-action photos that he's got that they've got of him, and he just looks like a more confident wide receiver going into year 2. And I'm really, really excited about him. Obviously, there's a battle between him and John Hightower right now. And so I'm really excited about that. Connor King, welcome to the chat, my man. Please like and subscribe. Haven't seen you in here before. This is a football channel, but kind of anything, all sports. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Speaking of basketball, 76ers tied up the series last night. So that was pretty good. Joel Embiid dropped 40 points. Fuck yeah. Connor King says he agrees with everyone pulling for the Suns this year. Yeah, the Suns are good, man. Patrick J and I, we live in Arizona, so we're kind of secretly hoping for the Suns. But I'm from Philadelphia originally, so I'm a all Philly sports fan through and through at heart. Big Play Slay says Trayvon Grimes, Jamie Newman, and Khalil Tate got waived today. Yes, they did. 2 out of the 3 of them are absolutely surprising, honestly. Jamie Newman and Trayvon Grimes. I guess the one thing that kind of led to Trayvon Grimes' wave is the injury. You know what I mean? So Jamie Newman, I'm a bit surprised about. He was the third quarterback on our team. Now we only have 2. By waiving him, somebody's going to pick up Jamie Newman, guys. He was arguably one of the best undrafted rookie free agent signings, and the Philadelphia Eagles got him, and now they're going to let him walk away. And the thing about Jamie Newman getting waived that I kind of disagree with is, a lot of analysts were saying that if he had another year in college, he would have possibly been like an early second round, first round pick. Big Play Slay says, so you're basically like Philly 500 originally, born in Philly and moved to the West. Yeah, basically. The only thing is that when we moved to Arizona, I obviously had no choice on the matter, Big Play Slay, because I was 5 and my mom and my stepdad, wanted to move here. So, but I've lived in Los Angeles. I've lived in New York. I've been back to and from PA and a bunch of times. My sister still lives out there, so my dad still lives out there, so I gotta go visit every once in a while. You know what I mean? So, but yes, like Philly 500 moved west, but Philly 500 lives in California, if I'm not mistaken. He lives in California, so. Connor King says, "You a Philly channel? Nice, but I'm a big New York fan." Hey, that's okay, man. I love chop and shop. I love chop and shop with any fan, with any fan from any team, especially the NFC East rival fans, because then we can really get down to business. Talk a little smack, talk a little knowledge, talk a little this, talk a little that. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about Saquon coming back? How do you feel about the development of Daniel Jones? How do you feel about the signing of Kenny Golladay and the drafting of Kadarius Toney, Connor King? Let me know what you feel, brother. Do you think that your offense is going to take some big leaps? I mean, it's going to be contingent upon Daniel Jones' development, which I hope turns around. I've always been a fan of Daniel Jones since his rookie year, honestly. Big Play Slay says, "I agree with you. Grimes had a surgery, and there's plenty of wide receivers, so I can understand that perspective, but Newman was a surprise because we don't have a lot of QBs, and Tate, not really surprising." Yeah, completely agreed. I think that the one thing, especially another thing about Jamie Newman that surprised me is that he apparently, I think it was just a week and a half ago or a couple weeks ago that we were hearing good things about Jamie Newman. And I guess that I'm sure that there's going to be another quarterback that they're going to bring in here. We're just going to have to see who that quarterback is going to be. No, Philly 500 moved to Cali because of his wife, and he moved back to Philly. Did he? I know he just recently moved. Again. Connor King says, "I'm excited for our wide receiver core, and this is the year for Daniel Jones. If he cannot perform with all these weapons, then it's time to move on." Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree with that statement. Reason being is he's gonna get Saquon Barkley back. He has all the weapons at his disposal. Now is the year. The time is now for Daniel Jones to really go above and beyond. So Jalen Hurts me says, "Man, with Connor and Dak as king, we just need a Washington fan, and we'll have someone from everywhere." Yeah, we do have a subscriber that is a Washington football team fan. He's just hardly ever on here. That's the thing. He's hardly ever watching. But just from speaking to him, obviously he's excited about that defense, and excited that they got the weapons that they got, and Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's the thing is Ryan Fitzpatrick can get the job done, if they give him enough time to deliver the ball, if they get their playmakers in space. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a good candidate to be able to do that, to dink and dunk, to get it into the playmakers' hands. It's just that in my mind, I think that the better scenario would be to have Ryan Fitzpatrick as this for this 1 year and have a guy in development behind him. So I don't really see how they have a guy in development behind Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think that the Washington football team needs to add a quarterback that has that capability. However, they didn't draft a quarterback, guys. They just didn't draft a quarterback. And so that was probably one of the surprises of the draft, to be completely honest with you. Jalen Hurts me says, "I say East will be a dogfight." The East is always a dogfight, man. I think if somebody were to propose that question in an argument, they would probably reference last year as the best year for that. Like, we all fucking sucked. Every single one of us, every single one of the teams in the NFC East absolutely sucked, but yet it still came down to the wire in a way, at least 3 weeks out. It still came down to the wire because if we if we didn't lose to Washington in Week 17, then the Giants would have gone to the playoffs, and da 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 da. But we did. We threw that game. Speaking of which, like I forgot how dysfunctional that fucking decision was to bench Jalen Hurts. And I was reading an article about it the other day, and it's like that's probably when Carson Wentz decided it's time to move on, because they benched Jalen Hurts but didn't go to Carson Wentz. Like it just, and I get why. They wanted to lose that game. Jalen Hurts me, NFC playoff teams. I say Washington, Tampa, Arizona, Seattle, Minnesota, and either Green Bay if Rodgers plays, or maybe even us or Dallas. I'm not ready to say Washington yet. Look, I get it, because I guess they deserve that mention, because they did go to the playoffs. They did go to the playoffs this past year, but when's the last time that an NFC East champ has repeated? It's been quite a while. And again, Washington went with a losing record. Tampa, yes. Arizona, yes. Seattle, yes. Minnesota, I could see going. I see their development going that way. Yeah, for sure. Green Bay is still a question mark for me, just because it's going to be Jordan Love. But speaking of Jordan Love, shouting Aaron who at practice, either yesterday or today, dude. That's a way to get yourself in trouble, man. Aaron who, like come on. You've had a great practice. I get it. You're stoked that you had a great practice, but this is Aaron Rodgers that we're fucking talking about. Don't say that you're better than. That's basically what that statement says. Aaron who? That's basically stating that you're better than Aaron Rodgers. No. Aaron Rodgers is going to go down as one of the Green Bay greats. Honestly. Like, come on, let's call a spade here. Big Play Slay says, what do you think of this Fletcher Cox situation, supposed internal issues? It makes sense to me. I bet that the internal issues are this. Philadelphia Eagles are probably asking him to renegotiate his contract, and he doesn't want to do it. Apparently, I don't really know, obviously, because they're internal, and we don't really know what happens behind closed doors. We can only speculate, which makes things fun. You know what I mean? So but look, this shit happened with Zach Ertz. This shit happened with Lane Johnson for a little bit. This shit happened with other players in the past. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's happening with Fletcher Cox right now. Fletcher Cox is a $23 million cap hit this year, guys. And so, it would not surprise me. In fact, I would be surprised if Howie Roseman didn't try to renegotiate his contract already. You know what I'm saying? So Fletcher Cox is probably like, where's the faith? Where's the loyalty? Well, dude, you're not playing as well as you used to. It's that simple. You've been injured over the past 2 years. You're not playing as well as you used to. We have 2 young defensive tackles who are really doing well at camp. Marlon Tuipulotu and Milton Williams. Like, take a bit of a pay cut, bro. Take a bit of a pay cut. 23 mil and you haven't lived up to your billing. Sorry, guys. If I'm offending anybody with this with how I feel about Fletcher Cox, I'm just facts. Honestly. Who's hotter, guys? Arguing with a buddy, Kendall or Kylie? You're arguing with a buddy about the hotness of the Jenner family? The Kardashians? That's a good question. Like, here's the thing is, why are we getting into this? Kendall is like, Kylie. Which one's Kendall again? She's the skinnier one, right? She has. Connor King says Kendall, bro. I saw her in person at the Suns game because she's dating Devin Booker. She has that aura. Yeah, she's not the one that looks like Kim, right? Like Kylie is the one that looks like Kim. Yeah, Kylie. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Kendall. Yeah, Kendall. Yeah, Jalen Hurts me says, yeah, I agree. It's Kendall. Kylie almost looks fake. Yeah, Kylie looks too much like Kim Kardashian. And it's the same shit. You know, Kendall actually looks natural. You know what I mean? Or Kendall actually looks natural. Tox Falcon says there were Eagles fans that wanted to trade Zach for Knox. Okay. And is there reports about it, or just fans that wanted that trade to happen? I don't know if I'd do that. You know what I would do with Zach Ertz is I would trade him in a pick to get a defensive player. That's what I would do for Zach Ertz. No, I wouldn't do that. I think that I like the Hicks. I like the Hicks possibility. But again, I think that they're excited about their linebackers, so maybe not Hicks, but like we definitely need a cornerback. We definitely need a cornerback. That's what kind of pisses me off that the Patriots signed two tight ends. You know what I mean? Because like I wonder if Bill Belichick would have been interested in Zach Ertz had he not signed both Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. Bills fans said Knox will be a Pro Bowl tight end. Yeah, I just don't think that, like, I know that they're high on Knox there in Buffalo. Like, I know that. But, like, we don't really need... I'm excited for Jack Stoll, guys, honestly. Like, I'm excited for Jack Stoll. He was high. He was rated higher than obviously an undrafted rookie free agent. So I'm excited for him. I don't think that we need to bring in a guy with Pro Bowl, another tight end with like Knox. Like we want to see what Dallas Goedert can do. Jalen Hurts me says maybe Cardinals will give us Byron Murphy. Maybe. The Eagles gotta bring in another cornerback. I mean, plain and simple. Like, unless they think, and here's the thing: this would be such a Howie thing to do is, unless he thinks like Josiah Scott and Zeke McPherson are the answers that we've been looking for at cornerback, and I just don't believe that. They're both too small. They're both too small, man. Dox Falcon says, "Go Hawks." No. I think the 76ers are going to beat the Hawks. Jalen Artsby says, Suns Hawks final, wishing for it. Yeah. Nah. You know what I would love is a 76ers Suns final. That would be cool. I'd get the best of both worlds. Big Play Slay says DB Discord. What, like the app? The app Discord? Is that what you're talking about? All right, I'll open a Discord. I have Discord, but it's for my private profile. But like, I'll create one for the channel for sure. Toxic Falcon says, I miss Julio, but I'm mad we traded him for a second rounder and a fourth. So again, all right, yeah, so perfect topic to bring up. So this is exactly what I was talking about before, right? Is like I I didn't think he was going to go for that much more than what DeAndre Hopkins got, than what the Texans got for DeAndre Hopkins. And look, lo and behold, we were right. We were right. Second rounder. You know what I mean? So Jalen Hurts wants to hear me sing. Da, 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 da. Jalen Hurts wants to hear me sing. I don't have any lyrics in my head right now, man. I don't have any lyrics in my head right now. Plus, I don't know how my singing voice sounds on this microphone. Big Play Slay says, you need to open a Discord so we can talk to you more and meet other people. Yeah, I will, man. I will. In the chat, I got Big Play Slay and Jalen Hurts me. Toxic Falcon says the Texans made a mistake, though, by trading DeAndre Hopkins. Did they? Look, DeAndre Hopkins didn't want to play there anymore, just like Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson didn't want to play there anymore. DeAndre Hopkins, like, you know what I mean? Toxic Falcon says their coach didn't like him, so he would have traded him for anything. Yeah, I think their coach is a racist. I really do. I really do. You know, so, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's going down? Who knows what's going on in the minds of Houston? In the minds of Houston. You know what I don't like, guys? I don't like wide receiver duos like claiming that they're going to be the best duo. Everybody thinks that they're going to be the best duo. Like I don't mind it, but I don't like necessarily care for it all that much. So like just like Jarvis Landry believes he and Odell Beckham Jr. are the best duo in the NFL. I have no problem with that. Like, yeah, you should, like, he should believe that. You guys should be the best duo in the NFL. You guys are fucking phenomenal. However, your counterpart, Odell Beckham Jr., is a selfish little fuck. That's why. That's honestly why. You know who I want to be the best duo in the NFL? Just take a wild guess. Take a wild guess who I want to be the best wide receiver duo in the NFL. Toxic Falcon says, damn, the R word. Yeah, no, I probably used that a little too loosely just now. But, I mean, there's a mystery behind why all of these players are leaving Houston. You know what I mean? King Miro, welcome to the chat today, my man. Woo! Julio not to the Eagles. Why is that exciting? Do you know how much Julio would do for our team? Like, he would be the closest thing to DK Metcalf. I know how much you love DK. That we probably could have gotten. Speaking of physical wide receivers, Travis Fulgham, Aaron Moorhead talked about Travis Fulgham the other day and talked about like how defenders were starting to scheme against him last year, and then he had some of the nagging injuries, then he got into his head a little bit. So that's the problem I have with it, right? Is the fact that Travis Fulgham let it get into his head about not being able to do as well because these guys are starting to scheme against him. That's a confidence issue. And like that should not be that should not be a thing for physical wide receivers. You know what I mean? Like it's just not. Like Julio Jones like believes he can take over a game anytime. Like I feel like the prototypical X wide receiver that you want on your team is kind of like the Mamba, like has the Mamba mentality. Like, you know what I mean? Or like the LeBron takeover, or like the LeBron takeover at any game sort of mentality. Like T.O., even though he was a fucking douchebag, he still believed in himself. He still believed that he could take over a game at any time. Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, you know what I mean? Alshon Jeffrey thought he was that. He wasn't that. You know what I mean? He was just a fucking pain in my ass. Toxic Falcon says, I don't see the Browns winning a Super Bowl anytime soon. Yeah, nah. Calvin and Pitts. Best wide receiver duo. Wide receiver duo. I get that he's gonna play. I get that he's gonna line up at the wide receiver spot, but Kyle Pitts is not a wide receiver. He's tight end. But I will give you Hayden Hurst and Kyle Pitts. I'll give you that. I'll give you the best tight end duo, Hayden Hurst and Kyle Pitts. Toxic Falcon says Pitts is all around. Stop playing. Yeah, but like when we're talking about wide receiver duos and best in the NFL, like we're talking about guys that are actually listed as wide receivers. You know what I mean? But I'll give the Falcons best potential best tight end duo, Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst. Toxic Falcon says, Eagles, sit down and shut up. You got a ring, so y'all can wait a little bit longer. No, man. We ain't going to sit down. We ain't going to sit down. Look, here's the thing. The want from every team is to do it repeatedly, right? So, like, nah. Don't blame the Eagles for the Falcons' inability to get a Super Bowl ring in this decade or in this millennium. All right, so go get it. Tox Falcon says, hell, we need a ring. Damn. Then go get it. Go get the ring, bro. We waited 53 years. 53 years we waited. Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I mean? So, I don't want to hear it. Oh, Tox Falcons. No, trust me, my man. Trust me. I feel you. Tox Falcons says if it sucks if you don't got a ring because people always say y'all good, but do you have a ring? Right. No, dude, I feel you, man. I feel you. That was my entire life. Trying to defend the Eagles. It sucked ass. It sucked big time. Jalen Hurts me says DB is cool. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're cool. Every single one of you are cool. What makes me cool? I think I'm too dorky to be cool, but Steelers talks Falcon says Steelers fans talk so much trash. Yeah, well, that's because they're Steelers fan, and they're kind of growing old and getting bitter, and they still have Big Ben at quarterback. You know what I mean? They haven't made it to the Super Bowl in a while. That's a team that's used to winning. That is a team that is used to winning. So it's like, would you rather, be up and down? Would you rather win all the time and then get your heart disappointed? Or would you rather, win all the time but continuously get your heart disappointed in the AFC Championship game? You know what I mean? Steelers fans, there's nobody more passionate. Look, no, the Philadelphia Eagles fans are more passionate, but the Steelers fans might be worse in nonsense, in the category of absolute nonsense. Yes. Toxic Falcon says Jamie Newman to the Steelers. I could see it. I could see that too. I could see Bill Belichick bringing in Jamie Newman. I know that they like Mac Jones, but bringing in Jamie Newman. You know what I mean? But they have Jared Stidham over there. They have Cam Newton. They have Mac Jones. You know what I mean, in New England. So, like, do they really need to bring in Jamie Newman? No, they don't really need to bring in Jamie Newman. But honestly, like, That'd be a good move for them, I think. But apparently, two reports, Bill Belichick is really starting to warm up to Mac Jones. So again, I'm not going to be surprised if we see Mac Jones starting for the New England Patriots before everybody thinks. Also, in other rumors, Deshaun Watson wants to be traded to the Denver Broncos. Why? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me, bro. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what is so exciting about the Denver Broncos? Unless you're excited about moving to Colorado, that's a different story. Colorado's a fucking cool spot. Toxic Falcon says they said Mac Jones looked bad at practice. Yeah, but reports were also that he is impressing Bill Belichick. Toxic Falcon says, "Oh yeah, Jordan Love, don't ever talk shit." Yeah, I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, bro. He's like, Aaron who? And like, I'm like, bro, okay, you had a good practice. You had a few good practices. Okay, calm down. Cool your jets, Joan. Like, you're not gonna like the chances of you being better than Aaron Rodgers are very low. Aaron Rodgers is gonna go down as one of the Green Bay greats. I said that. So the Eagles. So it is interesting that the Eagles did waive 3 players. And the only reason why is because they obviously have to get back up to 90. They're at 87 right now. They have to get back up to 90 before camp begins. Aaron to the Eagles. Oh yeah. I mean, I wish. I really do. I really do wish. I think here's the thing. So there's 2 ways to look at this, right? Like as of right now, for the Philadelphia Eagles, the quarterback, the QB1 job is Jalen Hurts. He's on this 1-year tryout. Everything looks good. He's got his former Alabama wide receiver in Devontae Smith. And they're hoping for these other guys to develop. They went ahead and got another running back who can be elusive, who's elusive enough to get to actually be a running back. And then he's also phenomenal at pass catching and route running and and Kenny Gainwell. So it looked great for Jalen Hurts, right? But here's the thing: is like, would you rather trade for Aaron Rodgers now, or would you rather wait another year where Aaron Rodgers is a little bit older? To trade for him. That's the thing. It's a risk. It's a risk. It's like you can have Jalen Hurts sit behind Aaron Rodgers, and then you've got 2 years left of Jalen Hurts' rookie contract. And see how that goes, and he can learn from one of the greats. I honestly, if it were me, if I were the Philadelphia Eagles, I would trade for Aaron Rodgers now, if they have any interest in doing that. To have Aaron Rodgers as a stopgap. The only thing is that along with that comes Aaron Rodgers' stubbornness, and do we want that in the locker room? That's the question. Toxic Falcon says, question. Okay, what's your question, Toxic Falcon? What is your question? And while we're waiting for that, who are some of these guys that you want to bring in to fill these last 3 spots for Philadelphia Eagles to hit to 90? What do you think they're going to do? These aren't like any ordinary names that they just waived. Like, they were excited about Trayvon Grimes. They were excited about Jamie Newman. Khalil Tate, whatever. There's got to be a plan in place. How is my new job? Jalen Hurts me says, how is my new job? It's fine. It's fine. Big Play Say says fire. Green heart, green heart, green heart, green heart. Jalen Hurts me says, oh no, you don't like it? I wouldn't say that. Look, I've only been there for a few days. So I can't really say. So I can't really say if I like it or not. I don't think that's fair. Toxic Falcon says, we had a lot of injuries in the NFL last season. Do you think we will see more vets like Julio or Big Ben play? I am not a busser, Jalen Hurts me. I am not a busser. I'm not sure. I mean, do I think that we'll see more vets like Julio or Big Ben play? Julio didn't play because he was injured. Big Ben. Oh, in preseason. Oh, in preseason. In preseason. I think it's gonna be. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I mean, I think again, like, I think it's gonna come down to whether the vet wants to or not. Honestly, we'll see. I don't think Julio is gonna really play in the preseason. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think me personally is like I don't get the decision to not play your starters, at least for a quarter, like how we used to do it, like, or at least a few series or whatever. I don't get that. I think that they should always keep it how they kept it. But we'll see. I mean, it's something that I can't predict. I can't predict that. Record prediction for the Eagles: best offensive player for the Eagles, best defensive player for the Eagles this year, breakout player on offense and defense. I'm gonna say I'm gonna jump the gun here. I'm gonna say 10-7. And I'm gonna say best breakout player for the Eagles is going to be Jalen Hurts. Breakout player for the Eagles on defense, I'm actually gonna go with a surprise here, and it's going to be Eric Wilson. That's what I'm going to say. Linebacker Eric Wilson. Jalen Hurts says, sorry to ask, man. You look grumpy when I asked that. Do I serve or bust? No, I'm not grumpy, bro. Like I mean, I have a lot of experience. Like, I have a lot of job experience. So I would not take a busing position at all. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that, like, I mean, my experience, I wouldn't do it. But it's not especially at a restaurant. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do that at a restaurant these days. If I were catering or something, which is something that I like to do, like something that I like to do seasonally sometimes, is pick up a catering gig, because those are really cool. You get to go to private homes, you get to cater at events, things like that. Like, I'll do that seasonally to earn extra cash, and that's fine. Like, you walk around the private event, and you pick up empty glasses here and there, and then you refill your tray, but I mean, it's a lot better than a restaurant. It's a lot better than a restaurant. So Big Place says, you all be asking weird questions. It's good though. I have those habits. Yeah, no, you guys can ask me whatever you want. You guys can ask me whatever you want. Yeah, they are keeping me on my toes today. Tox Falcon says, like Odell got injured and a couple more young guys because of preseason. No, they didn't get injured because of preseason. They just got injured in the preseason. That's it. It has nothing to do with because of preseason. Like, keep yourself in shape. Keep yourself in shape. You know, that's the thing too. Is like Odell can go. You know, Odell. Yeah, Odell needs to. I don't like talking about Odell. I don't like talking about Odell. Honestly. DB honestly looks 26 or 23. Thanks, man. I wish I could get that 4 to 7 years back. I cannot. At 26, I was being stupid, man. But I was being stupid at 26. 23 was fine. 26, I was being stupid. Although I met a girl. I mean, that's when I had my. That's when 26 is when I met my ex. So, I still don't regret that. At all. Big Play Slay says in like 4 years, I can imagine DB has 100,000 subs. Man, I hope I have 100,000 subs before that, bro. Let's stop playing. 100,000 subs in 4 years? Yo, that's way too long. That's way too long, motherfucker. Like, no. I mean, hey, it is what it is. No rush. Toxic Falcon says, I remember when people used to say Odell was the best wideout in the league. He technically can still be the best wideout in the league. He just has to stop being a fucking idiot. I just don't like him. Toxic Falcon says, DB, how old are you, man? I thought you were 21. No, bro, I'm 30. I'm 30, man. I don't have a baby face. Toxic Falcon says, DB got that baby face. He don't age. I don't have a baby face, bro. You know who has a baby face? Patrick. Patrick's got a baby face. Me, I got like skin. I got like you know, my cheeks get red, my eyes get all wrinkly sometimes. I got a little bit of stubble. That's because I just shaved the other day, but that's gonna come back. I have a baby face. Hurt my feelings, man. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Tox. I appreciate that, bro. Big Play says, I mean, dude, my buddies took 4 years to get to 100,000 subs. They're called the Sports Fury. I'm sure you've heard of them before. I have heard of Sports Fury before. Yeah, I have. I like them. I like sports. Tox Falcon says, you don't look 30, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. You know what it is? Is I concoct this secret elixir every single night. And then I prep it for the morning. And you have to chill it at about 40 degrees. And then you take it out for 5 minutes. And then it becomes a liquid again. And then you drink it. It's insane. I learned to make that concoction from Geralt of Rivia. Big Play says, oh shit, Patty probably does got a baby face, dude. Sounds like a 17-year-old. I'm sure he'd love to hear that, Big Play say. He sounds like a 17-year-old. No, Patty J is he's good, man. He's good. I look like I'm still in the first year of college. Thanks. No, man. I went to a few different schools. I went to Playhouse West acting school in Los Angeles, and I did that when I was 20 for about 2 years, 2 to 3 years, and then I went to NYU. Patty's as old as I am. Patrick is still the MVP, most valuable player. Yeah. Yeah. What am I? Fucking chopped liver over here, Toxic Falcons? I'm just playing. He plays says, wait, how old is Patty anyway? Yeah, Patty and I are the same age. I'm a little bit older than he is, but just by a few months. Just by a few months. I think so. I think he's 30 now. I want to say he has a May, June, or July birthday. And I don't remember which one. That's probably not good. He's probably gonna watch this later. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, you forgot my birthday? Fuck you, man." Nah, he doesn't curse that much. Dr. Falcon says, "You went to acting school?" Yeah, man. Yes, I did. Some of the best times I had in my life was at both acting schools. Honestly, Playhouse West in Los Angeles. Met a lot of great people. Everybody I met was phenomenal. You know what I mean? Every single person I met and became friends with at that school, teachers included, was just, phenomenal human beings. I got to be honest with you. Big Play Say says, wow, no love for DB. I understand Patrick is amazing, but DB has to be like his sidekick, which I would definitely want to be. That's the closest I can get to. Yeah. Tox Falcon says, how was that? It was good. Yeah. Everybody I met and all the experiences I had some great experiences at Playhouse West in Los Angeles. In New York, same thing, really. Learned a lot at the acting schools in New York. And met a lot of great people. To be completely honest with you. Do I have to sing like High School Musical? No. No. My music background comes first, honestly. So like I have a lot of depth there. So like you would not catch me singing High School Musical. You just wouldn't. Patrick loves musicals. I love musicals if they have a phenomenal story. Like they have to have a phenomenal story. Like the musical Once, like that was great, had a great story. Hamilton has a great story. There's so many, but High School Musical, okay, yeah, like the jock, da meets the girl, looks goofy when they fall in love. Oh yeah, Vanessa Hudgens, absolutely, I love you. You make me get butterflies in my stomach every time I'm playing in a game and I shoot like more than 25 points. Like, all right, Zac Efron. I went to college 12 hours from my hometown. It felt weird. Yeah, man. It was weird. It was weird, like taking that leap and going just without really knowing anybody. Like I didn't know anybody in LA before I got there. I just kind of jumped on the bus and went. So yeah, there was definitely a weird transition period. But like it was part of my growth as a human at the time. You know what I mean? And I absolutely enjoyed every single moment of every single moment of the fear and the anxiety of not knowing in general. but yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun. Big Play Slay says, who's a player that you really haven't heard of this entire offseason who you think can break out for the Philadelphia Eagles? That I haven't really heard of. I mean, I can say one that hasn't been spoken about a lot. I would say John Hightower, but honestly, I don't expect John Hightower to beat Quez Watkins in that competition. I don't. Michael Jaquette, maybe Michael Jaquette. Maybe Michael Jaquette. I know he was taking first team reps the other day. Fulgham, I expect Fulgham to break out. I want Fulgham to break out. Fulgham will need to break out for our offense to be successful. It can't he's going to get the starting spot, and we will need him to break out. So as far as like players that I haven't heard of all that much this offseason on the Eagles that I expect to break out, I wouldn't put Fulgham there. I wouldn't put Fulgham there. I think it's a great question. One, because you're asking me to rate who's the better out of the depth competitions, and so Michael Jaquette would definitely be one of them. I think Davion Taylor is going to need to break out. Maybe Davion Taylor. It's a great question. Big place to say. Andre Dillard. Yeah, we need Andre Dillard to fucking break out. And that's a good. I mean, Shaquille Taylor. I would love to see some of these guys pan out. And not just become bodies. You know what I mean? Like Shaquille Taylor, Michael Jaquette, Josiah Scott. You know what I mean? Davion Taylor. I expect Alex Singleton to break out. I'm actually really excited about Alex Singleton, so I'm not going to put him in that category. Yeah. Derek Barnett needs to break out. Talk Falcon says, I'm scared of big cities. Yeah, big cities can be scary. That is very true. I didn't live in downtown LA. When I was there. I lived in North Hollywood. I lived in Hollywood, West Hollywood. I lived in Silver Lake. I lived in Los Feliz. Yeah, that's about it. They're all kind of in the same area. It is Los Angeles. I mean, those are all areas in Los Angeles, but it's not like downtown LA where it's really big, big. But with that said, Big Play Slay called it right. I appreciate you guys jumping on today. We're going to go ahead and get off here. I'm a bit hungry, and then I got to get ready and go to the gym. Toxic Falcons, thank you for joining, my man. Connor Wilson, thank you for... Is it Connor Wilson? King Miro, thank you for joining today, my man. Jalen Hurts Me, one love, brother. Connor King, not Connor Wilson. Sorry about that. Connor King, thank you so much for joining, guys. Happy Wednesday. Have a beautiful day. This is DB Talking Now, DB Talking Birds, DB Talking Philadelphia Eagles. You all have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday, and go Birds, baby.